Okay, here with Green Run head basketball coach Kenneth Harris. He's a region champion again for the second consecutive year, 4 times in 5 seasons as they move on to the state playoffs after beating Kempsville tonight here at Ocean Lakes. Coach, you played a couple of battles with Darren Sutherland's Chiefs over the years, and this season both were down to one possession. What was different about tonight where you got a big lead and were able to maintain it?
It's crazy because that whole bigger court, it matters, and I don't know why we think Ocean Lake's court bigger. I don't know if it's the same thing of all courts, but it just feels bigger, and that helps when he running jumps, and I thought that would help us tonight. Coach Sam does a great job with them kids. I mean, as you can tell, even down 20-something, they still was fighting and playing hard. So hats off to him. And we just locked in defensively was really important today.
Yeah, how much is that in the back of your mind? You got a 21-point lead. They erased a 29-point deficit against Lansetown in a game they lost eventually in overtime. But you know that the run's going to come, and you've been a part of those. You've had big lead or been down double digits and made comebacks yourself.
Man, that clock was in slow motion, and it was like 5 minutes for a long time. And I kept saying I was never comfortable because I know that they're capable of hitting threes and they'll get turnovers, and they live off turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers we had, but they live off that, and they a lot made us turnovers. And I thought we started off the game well. That was real big. So not having Kassan today kind of hurt us a little bit as far as the pressure, but we got to do next man up. We got to be ready.
What's his status? Will he be back for you in the state quarters?
He will be back. He will be back. So he's just a little minor injury. And thought it would be best that we rest him today.
Sure. We talked about it, I think, in our last interview. Your football guys like Kassan, for our knowledge, Harold giving you a big spark. Harold also saved me from getting totally trampled there as he was going for a hustle play. And then your two juniors, David, Trey Miller, Cash Jackson. You said you weren't comfortable, but it looks like they're more comfortable. They got off to a great start to the game, especially Trey shooting the ball free. What have you seen from them during this playoff run? Similar to last year's in a way, right?
Yeah, I mean, I call Big Trey my diesel, man. Crank the diesel up, man, and I felt like he started off that game, man, and he was determined to lead us, and Cash has been our floor general all year. Knowledge, man, he's like I don't know what kind of MVP he could be, but he's definitely that where he's needed on the court. He brings that defense mentality and that physical mentality.
Yeah, hard hat guy. Another one for you that quietly had really good numbers was Sorrell Straker. I think he had about 8 or 9 rebounds off the bench, and you had guys that came in. Your second unit gave you a big lift, didn't it?
Sorrell, man, senior man that does just been with us. He's seen it all. He's born a stallion, man, so he knows what to expect. He has to do a lot. He has to cover big. He has to handle the ball. He does a lot. We got Malik Gooden. He comes in and gives good minutes for Cash when he needs a break. So we have guys that come off. Trey Cooper, who came in, he may have not hit a shot, but what he did was kept that clock going and didn't turn that ball over.
Two more for you. Do you feel like that the culture you've all instilled at Green Run, now I said 4th region title in 5 years for you, and being on the bright lights before last year at Scope, that helped you tonight and is going to help you moving forward?
Oh, it definitely helps, man. And then the opponents we play, man, all year, that prepares us for games like this. I thought when we went to North Carolina for the Christmas tournament, that really helped us gel and figure this team out a lot more. Just playing last year in big moments, we tell kids when you come to Green Run that you're playing for Green Run and you're playing for what's on your chest. So when you're playing for what's on your chest, that's going to allow you to play as a team and get to it trying to win a championship.
Yeah, playing a lot of teams that have been in the state tournament like Verina and Lansetown, among others. Yes. And lastly, speaking of the state tournament, you'll get a rematch with Maury, it looks like, in the quarterfinal round. Your thoughts on that matchup coming up?
I don't know what to say on that one, but that's what we got. So, never be. I mean, having beat Plummer. Plummer does a great job. Much respect. That's gonna be a tough game. They got a gritty point guard. I think him and Cash. Sometimes they get they get overlooked. Lil A is like a bulldog, man, and Plummer, and they got the big boy. It's tough, man. Parker. We just got to be ready to play. Everybody's gonna be good at this point. So if you're trying to make it, you're gonna have to go through some greyhounds, man. And Moore is definitely one of them.
Well, thank you so much. Congrats on their championship. We'll talk again soon.
All right.